sports fans, and welcome to our Covenant Healthcare sponsored pregame show here on Bay County TV. Jeff Doan and Mike Wisdala along with you. Tonight's a double dip. We start with the Pinconning girls and the MLS girls.
Jeff, it's going to be a great night. We got both the girls and the guys from Pinconning. It's been a while since we've been on the air. I think Old Man Winter has threw us a curve a couple times, but looking for a really nice double dip tonight here in the Tri-Valley Conference.
TVC West, as we know and we've read about, is a very tough, very competitive conference and division. So we know the Pinconning area Spartans are going to have their hands full tonight.
Well, you know, we saw them early in the season, Jeff, and they played very well. I like the way they play. They get up and down the floor. Defensively, they're pretty sound. I think some of the bugaboos that they had early in the season when we saw them, they couldn't put the rock in the hole, but, you know, we're a little deeper into the season. They've been shooting a little bit more, so hopefully they can do that tonight.
I think the key to this club tonight is just limit the unforced errors. Do not give MLS a lot of extra chances to come down the floor and score.
Yeah, MLS is coming in. They're around 11-7, Jeff, right now. So, you know, they're right in the middle of the pack, real close with Pinconning. But they got to limit their offensive possessions. MLS, I think, likes to shoot the three ball. Got to box out far away from the basket and outside the three-point line. And take advantage of those turnovers. And how many times have we said, when you get to that free throw line, got to make your free throws.
They have got to box out on the glass. They're smaller than their opponent, but that's nothing new for this club. They're used to it.
Well, it doesn't take any talent to box out, Jeff. Doesn't matter how big you are. We've said it 100 times, 80% of the rebounds are below the rim. So it's got to get good position and make sure if you feel somebody on your back, you let out a little yell, let the referee look at you so you know somebody's climbing up. Get the elbows up, get the thumbs in the ears, box out, and keep boxing out till the ball hits the floor.
Oh, Coach, I love to hear that. But, you know, and it's all about being able to use that boot A to your advantage, too.
You use that backside. That's what it's there for. And just get wide and get your elbows up and the thumbs in the ear. So if somebody tries to go around you, you're not back here, you're up here trying to box out. And that's the key. I think that's a big key for the Penny Spartans tonight.
Mindy Lauer's not going to be here tonight. She's out of town for work-related business, but Bill Lauers is here. Bill Lauers is a very integral part of this program every day. I don't see him skipping a beat.
No, I don't think they're going to skip a beat at all. And they've probably been talking on the phone. And Bill does a nice job. He's got good experience, Jeff. He's a basketball guy. You're going to see a nice effort tonight by the Spartans.
I got another question for you. Is the pep band in the house tonight?
Yeah, I think they are. A little Star Wars and a little Pinconning fight song. But, hey, it's good to be back up here in Pinconning. They treat us very well. We always love coming up north.
We'll be back in just a minute as we'll bring Bill Lauers on for an interview to set the stage for our game tonight on our Covenant Healthcare sponsored pregame show right here on Bay County TV.
How's married life? Are you ready to have a baby? Baby, baby. How about that baby? Ooh. I'm not getting any younger.
When you are ready. With the only neonatal intensive care unit in the Great Lakes Bay region, Covenant is the safest place for your delivery. Go to mycovenantbaby.com.
Good evening and welcome back to our Covenant Healthcare sponsored pregame show here on Bay County TV. It's our pleasure to have tonight head coach Bill Lauers. Welcome, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to be here. Always
good to see you again.
Good to see you, Mike.
Man of many hats. Obviously, Mindy is out of town on business, but you're more than capable. You've seen these girls all year long, and it will be business as usual, I'm sure, tonight.
Yes, it will. So, I mean, we're going to come out, and we've been getting better along the way, and just hopefully we can put together a few good offensive possessions and pull out a W.
Coach, you kind of answered my question for you. You know, we're deep into the season. Tournament's right around the corner. How's the team progress? Are you where you want to be right now at this time of the year?
Yeah, we're making progress. We knew that we were really young, so we're starting, you know, we got a freshman up, we got a few sophomores up that they all see a lot of playing time. And it's tough at times in the TVC West to see a lot of progress because it's so, yes, 70 high-quality teams, but in terms of wins and losses. But, you know, I look at our district, and I think with how we're progressing that, you know, we got a pretty good shot at that. So,
when we look at your offense, it is run very efficiently, but I know your team struggles once in a while through stretches of finishing and putting it in the hole.
Yeah, and that's kind of been our issue all year that we've been trying to correct. And we just kind of need to make sure that there are times, and you'll find that high school girls or high school boys, suddenly they get it in their heads that when they hold the ball too long, start to panic a little bit. But we just got to maintain our composure, try to break them down, and hopefully limit a few more possessions, make it a lower possession game, see what we can do, and hopefully be there at the end.
Offensively, Coach, are you going to try to make it a half-court game tonight, kind of keep it out of Boyne's hands tonight, and what is your defensive philosophy for tonight's game?
Well, tonight Blaine is the matchup problem for MLS, and I mean she's 5'10" and she can step outside and handle the ball like a point guard and shoot the ball like a shooting guard and then post up like a 5. So we're going to try a couple things with her, and we're thinking probably go no-help defense at first on her, and then try to change up our defensive philosophy just so that hopefully they can make an adjustment and probably go a little bit more kind of pack line 2-3, see what they do. And then as far as us, we're concerned, we would love, once we get our hands on the ball, just to get out and push it and maybe try to limit the possessions on the defensive end, but try to score out of the scramble a little bit more on the offensive end for us.
You've got a nice combination of veterans and younger players here, which gives you a nice blend to work with.
Yeah, and I told the seniors at the beginning of the year, you're going to leave something behind. You're going to leave a legacy. You know, it's going to be positive or negative. So, and these seniors have really left a positive legacy of a fantastic attitude. They come to work every day to practice and work hard. And we do have, we have three seniors, 1 junior, and the rest are sophomores and freshmen. And so that's going to translate to kind of serve as good role models for those younger players. So,
well, it's real interesting with that mix, Coach. You've got some young kids playing some key moments for you this year, and Jeff and I always talk about the future. Future for Pinconning and area Spartans is pretty bright. Take care of business tonight, and you got something to look forward to in the future.
Yeah, we'd like to kind of get that win that we can kind of put a pin in and look back on and say that's the one that we turned the corner at. Still kind of looking for that one. But same thing you are. We're young. We've got our leading scorer and rebounder right now is a sophomore. So, and if we can put some pieces together, and we're going to be all right.
You're going to limit your turnovers tonight. You're going to fill it up, Coach. And at the end of the night, we trust that you'll be right there when it's all said and done and have that game-winning shot at the end.
That sounds like a great game plan, but I'm all for that.
Well, we appreciate your time, and we wish you nothing but continued success here with this program, along with Mindy, and look forward to seeing what the future brings.
Thank you.
We'll be back with all the action in just a moment here on Bay County TV.
Where did this rash come from?
Hold on, let me see. Could be bed bugs.
Oh. Mom, Grant says I have bed bugs.
Let's see what the doctor says.
Introducing Covenant Virtual Care. Real-time video doctor visits, e-prescriptions, and follow-up. Now extraordinary care comes to you.
See, it's just poison ivy. Smart advanced.
Learn more at covenantvirtualcare.com.
For your ladies Spartans, episode tonight is Senior Night. At this time, I would like to introduce the senior members of your Varsity girls basketball team. Number 10, Kayla Davis. Kayla is escorted by her parents, Jamie and Colleen Davis. Kayla has been on Varsity for 2 years. She is averaging 56.25% free throw percentage, making her third best on the team. 3.17 rebounds per game. Kayla will be attending the University of Michigan for environmental engineering with a minor in music education. Her target quote is just a bunch of high school girls play hard because you never know what your last game will be. Kayla Davis! Number 21, team captain, Darcy Mayer. four-year varsity player. She leads the team with 20 assists. She is our second leading scorer with 158 points for the season. She has 37 steals for the season, second on the team, and third with 79 rebounds. Darcy will be attending Delta College and then transferring to Paris State University to pursue a degree in engineering. Darcy's parting quote, "Keep your feet on the ground and your hands in the sky," by Brinley the Brave. Darcy Mayer. Number 23, team captain, Gabby Resky. Gabby is escorted by her parents, Steve and Deb Resky. Gabby is a three-year varsity player. She has 103 rebounds on the season, which places her second on the team, and she is third in assists. Gabby will be pursuing chemical engineering, but is still narrowing down her college choice. Her party quote, "Remember, you are playing with house money, so give it all you got." By the Lowers. Number 23, Gabby Resky. Let's hear it one more time for the senior members of your varsity ladies Spartans. And now your starting lineups for the Cardinals. Number 12, Reese Van Loo. For your Spartans, number 3, Lauren Lauer. For the Cardinals, number 22, Aubrey Cole. For your Spartans, number 10, Kayla Davis. For the Cardinals, number 24, Dana Pembroke. For your Spartans, number 20, Samantha Kowalczyk. For the Cardinals, number 40, Megan Blaine. For your Spartans, number 21, Darcy Mayer. For the Cardinals, number 42, Olivia Dillon. And for your Spartans, number 23, Gabby Resky. Head coach for the Cardinals, Brian Lane. Head coach for your Spartans this evening, Bill.
Good evening and welcome to the first of our Twin Bill tonight here on Bay County TV. Jeff Doan and Mike Wasdala along with you, and it's the Pinconning Lady Spartans, and it is MLS. Michigan Lutheran Seminary, the opening tip goes to MLS, and they will be moving obviously from right to left on your television. The Pinconning area Lady Spartans have got to play tenacious defense, and they have got to limit second chance opportunities for Michigan Lutheran.
Big focus for the Spartans tonight. We'll be keeping an eye on number 40, Megan Blaine, Jeff, the junior. She was on the varsity last year as a sophomore, very impressive. So that'll be a key for the Pinconning area Spartans on defense. They came out starting in that 2-3, kind of a matchup zone, but they got to be familiar with 40 Blaine, where she is on the floor.
Well, and Lauren Lowers early on was all over here on this side of the floor too, so they're very well aware of what she can do offensively. There goes the first trifecta of the game, and that was Aubrey Cole as she tickles the twine from 21 feet. And MLS out to a 3-0 lead here a half a minute into our first quarter.
That was good defense too, Jeff. They got it out there. They shook a hand, but another good job by MLS with their three-point shooting.
One and done for the Pinconning area Lady Spartans again. They do a nice job of cutting it off. Blaine's trying to go down the baseline. She ran out of real estate and still almost found an angle. There's those second chance opportunities that we talked about. And that is going to be an easy deuce then off of the putback for Reese Van Loo.
Well, and you notice where Blaine was coming down, a little sideline break right down here, Jeff, in the near corner right in front of us. that's where they'll start their offense on that sideline break.
Well, and when you start that sideline break, there's not a ton of room for you to navigate with. As down on the ground, you got to get rid of that ball before you stand. That's exactly what happened. They're sliding that ball back, towing up for another 3 ball, a little bit long. Good job that time not being able to get the rebound, but pushing it out would be Reski as she tipped it to one of her teammates. And now they'll go back out of the offensive set. Kowalczyk gets that ball down to Dybus. Thinking about the shot, and they skip it over. Kowalczyk straight up, had a good touch on that shot, had a nice looking shot, just couldn't get it to drop.
Yeah, that was good defense right there, Jeff. It's going to be ball out of bounds off the Pinconning Spartans. But again, good job picking up the ball at the half court, slowing down the Cardinals. As you see early, Jeff, they like to get up and down the floor.
So the MLS team using a lot of screens early, and there was a nice run to the hole. Did not get good rotation defensively. 2 minutes into our first quarter, the Pinconning area Lady Spartans find themselves down 7-0. And they're going to be looking to find that nylon here. See what they can get. Ball tipped away momentarily, right back to the Lady Spartans. Back up top, Lauren Lauer sets up the offense once again.
She can make that
3 ball, and that's a double piece of iron. Better check the inflation on that ball, Quiz.
I think it's okay. That was a good-looking shot.
That was, when it's halfway down like that, and there is a 2-point shot. And Bill Lauer says we better call timeout here and slow things down a little bit. 9-0 at the 5:29 mark of our first quarter. We'll be back in just a moment on Bay County TV. AAA Transport and Limousine is the Great Lakes Bay region's most reliable and requested service. We provide many types of transportation services, from non-emergency medical, wheelchair accessible, school transport services, and shuttle services. Our company strives to provide exceptional service to our customers. Our services are tailored to each person or company's specific needs. For the last 10 years, we have pushed the mark higher and higher to give the best service possible. Rest assured that you are in safe hands when you ride with AAA Transport and Limousine. Back here at Bay County TV, as we have an opportunity to see a very lively pep band down there entertaining themselves and the fans. It's great to see.
They're sure having a good time here in the pregame, Jeff.
We're 2.5 minutes into that first quarter. Bill Lauers had to call his first timeout as his girls have taken some good shots here in the first quarter. Mike just having trouble finding them. And we're going to have a turnover on the play. I don't know if they touched their foot out of bounds, if that may have been the call.
Yeah, I think they were out of bounds, Jeff. 9-0, 5:09 and counting to go here in the first quarter. MLS coming out hot, Jeff, here in the first quarter.
Boy, they're scoring a ton of points early on. If they get some good looks, Blaine, it's a nice look underneath. That whole defense, once Blaine got to the lane, we're all looking right at her, and then it was an easy pass to DeLong for the deuce. A little bit long on that shot again. Put back is tipped away. Third opportunity, up and good by number 12, Rainey Wilson.
Yeah, Rain coming up from the freshman team. She's a freshman, Jeff, coming up off the sophomore team. Wow, Aubrey Cole, that's another 3. She's got 8 points overall for the Lady Cardinals, Jeff. Got a foul on the play against the Cardinals.
Boy, it is just amazing how MLS has come out, just shot out of a cannon offensively. Everything they're throwing up is going in. We haven't even played half of the first quarter yet, and 14 points on the board for MLS.
Wow, that was fouls on Reese Van Loo, her first team foul, number 1 for the Cardinals. Just got to settle down a little bit for the Pinconning area Spartans, getting some good looks. They'll start falling and kick it up a little bit on defense. They're going to be just fine, Jeff.
As the MLS defense extends some 26, 28 feet from the basket. There's Lowers going to the hole off the back iron again. Fight for the loose change. And that comes down to number 12, Van Loo. So at a controlled transition, Blaine hasn't even really had a good look offensively. And as soon as I say that, she lets one fly. That goes up in the air, and that will be last touched by MLS and back over to the Spartans.
Well, and Blaine, Megan Blaine, the junior from MLS, she'll go inside, she'll go outside. Jeff, she can pretty much do it all. So you got to be really conscious of where she's at. But you look at number 42, Olivia DeLong. She's got some length to her, so they got a nice inside-out combination.
Well, and they've got some size on their bench, too. They don't just have those two. So, but again, that's nothing new for Pinconning because they've dealt with that all year long, and they just have to make sure that they get a body on them, rebounds, and force contact to come up over the back with contact.
Absolutely great call right there. Coach, you have been listening to me for all these years.
Well, there's hope for me yet.
I'm still going to give you a C+.
All right.
You're working up. You're moving up.
There's hope, and I'm giving you a solid B+ on your officiating knowledge, so you're coming along
that's
as well.
way too high. I thought you were going to go D+.
Boy, Lowers again had a real nice look defensively. Does a great job on the defensive end to shut down Blaine, and that ball last touched by the Lady Spartans. As Pinconning continues to rotate players in, and Darcy Mayer back into the game, as well as number 11, Raven Whelan. So Bill's just getting them to come in and out to look for a minute at things on the sideline and see if they can slow the game down and have a better understanding of what they're trying to do. Blaine up top with a shot that she may have forced a little bit, but 18 feet from the basket rebound comes back to MLS. Backside had the feet squared up, ready to shoot. And LaRue
good box out.
Does a nice job with the putback, but can't get it to drop. DeLong. And it's finally Pinconning's ball with 2:55 left. Pinconning's got to put that ball in the hole on this trip down the floor. And just missed that extra pass, which would have been a bounce pass for a potential layup. And down the floor they come again on a controlled break. Wiz, you like that because they came down the floor at about a 7 speed.
Yeah, nice under control, Jeff, and good spacing on that break for the easy basket for the Lady Cardinals.
Trying to cut off the screen, but Blaine fights through that. As deep down into the corner, the Spartans try and get the ball back. Lauren Lowers up at the top. Slides that ball down, dribble penetration. As number 21, Darcy Mayer tried to make things happen. Lauren Lowers with a nice spin move.
Nice move.
Strong to the hole, and exactly what they were looking to do as they picked up the foul on Olivia DeLong. As DeLong could not rotate in town, Lowers with a nice spin move to go down the paint to the hole.
A really nice move by number 3, Lauren Lowers. Jeff, she's going to be rewarded. She's going to shoot 2 free throws.
She's very, very good at the free throw line.
Good looking shot.
As we've got subs coming in for both teams once again, but you know, when you've got one of your peer shooters, Mike, and they're at the free throw line and they haven't hit their first few shots, there's no better place to zone into that nylon than 15 feet with nobody in your face.
Nothing like getting off to Schneid from the free throw line, Jeff. Another pretty looking shot for Lauren Lowers. That's the Spartans' 4th point, 16-4, 12 for the up by the MLS Cardinals over the Spartans. I'll spit it out there soon enough for you,
We
Jeff.
knew what you meant.
I know it. I know it. We got a smart viewing crowd.
Indeed we do. Down a dozen with possession. The Pinconning area Spartans looking away to try and chip at that lead. Darcy Mayer gives the ball back to Lauren Lowers. She's going to dribble, penetrate. There's the extra pass we were looking for. A little bit too deep to receive that pass, but I love the look from Lowers down low. Look at Blaine under control, and she fights to get down the floor. She's going to pick up the loose change, and after missing her first 3 shots, she makes it count on number 4.
Nice job by the Cardinals, Jeff, to get that extra shot on that controlled fast break. Like their fast break. It's not too fast and it's not too slow. It's just perfect for what they're trying to accomplish.
And there's an errant pass, and that's going to go this way. Another great Bay Metro crew in the house tonight. Led by Mark Brown right here in front of us right now. He'll flip that ball back out to midcourt, and they will have the MLS inbound it with 1:15 left in our first quarter of play, 18-4. MLS offensively has just been on fire here in the first 7 minutes. Trying to come underneath, and a foul on the play as Reese Van Loo, I'll spit it out here. It's contagious tonight.
We haven't worked for about a week, so we'll cut you some slack, brother.
It's going to be 2 shots as Van Loo will go to the free throw line and shoot the first of a pair. Boy, it's awful quiet here in the gym all of a sudden.
It is.
First one is up and off the iron.
That foul is on number 23, Gabby Reski, and that's her first personal team foul, number 1 for the Lady Spartans of Pinconning.
See if there's an adjustment on the second, and that also is a little bit strong. Nice job that time by Mayer. She just kind of stuck around and found the loose change, hit the floor, and went right to it.
Good, nice little crossover dribble does Darcy. Can handle the rock.
So they're going to try and move the ball around and look for that open shot. Mayer gets the ball back. As they slide it around right now, the ball nearly taken away. It'll go back over to Pinconning with 42.3 ticks left in our first quarter of play.
Sometimes what you got to do is look to the high post, Jeff. If nobody's there, clear it and get the backside forward coming in there where the high post was, and look for that backside wing coming in there.
Very nice little spin move in the lane once again. Darcy Mayer is going to go to the free throw line and shoot a pair. That looks like the spot on the MLS defense that Pinconning needs to continue to attack.
Yeah, they got to find that in the middle right there, Jeff. Find the open space on the floor. Cut to that open space. If you don't get it in 2 seconds, get out, go back to where you were, and somebody else will fill it.
Got to be active offensively, and you've got to be able to move with and without the ball. Second free throw is up and off the mark. It's 18-5 with 35 ticks left in our first quarter of play. Looks like MLS is going to look for the last shot of the game unless they get a backdoor cut to the basket for a layup. They're going to run the spread offense right now. That's where you like to see Blaine about 32 feet from the basket with their hands on the ball, just standing out there where she can't hurt you too bad. With 13 ticks left, trying to get into their offensive set. Nice little skip pass. Now they'll get into their offensive set, wide open for a 3-ball. Shot off the mark and going up and back in for Megan Elkhorn. At the end of our first quarter of play, it's 21-5 MLS over Pinconning. We'll take a break and be back in just a moment here on Bay County TV.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. We've got 25 employees who depended on it, and that's all that mattered to me. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. Incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance.
Plum Harris Insurance Agency in Bay City is your local independent auto owners insurance agency. And there he is. Look at it in all his splendor and glory. Bones is in the house.
What's up,
This
Bones?
must be a big event here tonight.
Well, he's been around a long time.
Well, you talk about fixtures at a place. He's a fixture.
Yeah. He goes back to the lefty Franz Tommy Vandenbroek days up here in Pinconning, back when Mike View and Andy Kowalczyk and all the Tim Floyd were all playing up here.
Boy, those were some fun years.
Boy.
And then Coach Pickett had a few great teams after that as well, too. The boys had a nice run of about 10 years up here.
Yes, they did.
Where they controlled things. There's a nice little jump of the passing lane. Looking to finish with style, and that's Dana Pembroke. As Dana does a nice job. MLS down the floor on defense as they're trying to stay very, very active. And Dana Pembroke is a young lady that went to school with Jared and Natalie way back in the day at St. John's Lutheran. We got a timeout on the floor, and we'll take a quick break as well, and back in a minute here on Bay County TV.
You treat your family with extraordinary care every day, which is why when it comes to their health, more of you choose Covenant Healthcare. We specialize in extraordinary care, from diagnosis to recovery, from babies to grandparents. Learn more about our extraordinary bariatrics program. Sign up for our free seminar.
Back here on Bay County TV, Jeff Doan and Mike Wasdala along with you. We forgot when we went through the ping before, we didn't say producer and director Nick Page, so I wanted to get him into the mix.
How could you forget Nick?
Well, we were multitasking, and he got cut off midstream, so that's the...
he's the glue.
That is. He's the one that makes it all happen for us, so great crew that we've got here on Bay County TV. We're truly blessed. Has a nice backdoor cut, and that's what they need to do. And they used the high glass exactly like she was supposed to, but couldn't get the shot to drop, and that was Kayla Dybus. Back on defense, very good. Could not control that cross-court pass as they pushed it out of bounds, and it'll go back over to MLS.
Yeah, good transition defense right there by the Lady Spartans, Jeff. Blaine right here in front of us, a little bit too long. She's struggling tonight, but her teammates have really helped her out a lot, picked her up a little bit.
Boy, she wants to dribble penetrate, and she kicks it out. Looking for that extra pass, kind of an errant ball. She thought about shooting it from 18. She's 1 for 5 right now. She's not feeling it offensively, so she's looking to dish right now, which is very admirable.
Yeah, good players like that, Jeff. They'll bide their time, and they'll do some other things that'll help out her squad. And she'll find that shot.
As they go to the hole right now, and there's a push in the back, and that's a good call. Reschke on the foul.
That's Gabby's second personal team foul, number 2 for the Spartans, Jeff. 6:20 to go here in the second quarter. There you go.
Oh, you know she squared up for that shot. An inbounds play that came right to her, was designed for her.
Good coaching right there, Jeff.
Yep, when you're 1 for 5, you give her a chance to come off a screen, set up, square up, and let it fly, hit the bottom of the hole. There's another good look by Lowers, and she just can't get it to drop. We're going to have a ball on the floor before any shot attempt took place.
Foul's going to be on Darcy Mayer. That's her first personal. Team foul number 3. Talked to her dad, Dave, tonight, Jeff. He's part of that great Pinconning area Spartan Booster Club that we want to say thanks to them for helping us out again this year.
Blaine had another nice look, but again, fighting for that loose ball. The MLS team just a little bit more aggressive at this point on the boards. Fight for the loose ball down on the ground. Trying to go underneath. The shot is up, and it's missed on the play, but they'll be able to go for a couple of free throws.
The foul's on number 10, Kayla Dybus, her first, team 4th. At the line for the Cardinals is number 12, Reese Van Loo. She's going to be shooting 2, Jeff.
As she brings that thing out, it's going to be a souvenir. We get that ball here, we'll take it and get a free bag of popcorn.
Man, you're going back to the old Coryell Field back in the Pony League days.
Yes, indeed. There, you never had to worry about those foul balls coming back in one piece because you would find them at the concession stand. Lowers with a nice job of getting the rebound off of the double miss, a rare double miss for MLS at the free throw line. Out of the offensive set. Mayer, some 28 feet from the basket, tries to inch your way forward. Boy, that MLS defense really extending itself tonight.
Man, you took the words right out of my mouth, Jeff. They're really defending very well. Another nice drive by Lowers, just a touch too strong, Jeff. 5:10 to go here in the first half. 26-5, MLS up.
Nice little spin move with that drop step to the middle, and another deuce for the MLS team as number 44 gets that one, Emily Rothfuss.
That was a nice move. Good cut right there by the Lady Spartans, number 10, Kayla Dybus, Jeff. Just where you wanted to be, right there. Little gap right there for the Cardinal defense.
As that loose change is on the floor, the ball goes over to the Pinconning area Lady Spartans. Darcy Mayer finds that spot going to the hole. Just had that ball tipped away. It's too bad, too, because she had a clear path to the basket. We're going to have a timeout called by MLS prior to the jump ball being called. And we'll take a break and be back right after this on BCTV.
Hi, my name is Tom Izzo, the men's basketball coach at MSU. The threat of school violence is something that affects everyone and needs to be taken seriously. Okay to Say is a confidential way you can report anything that threatens your safety or the safety of others. If you see or hear something that doesn't seem right, submit a tip to Okay to Say. You can call, text, email, go online, or use the OK to Say app. You could be the one person who helps to prevent a tragedy.
Back here on Bay County TV as we look at the red and white of MLS, and boy, they've been red as in red hot offensively in this game, Mike.
Yeah, and defensively not too bad either, Jeff. As you pointed out just a few minutes ago, defense extended, very active feet, very active hands for the MLS Lady Cardinal defense.
As they penetrate free throw extension, Blaine tries to put that ball into a double team. Nice job of defense help, as it looked like coming down on the defensive help was going to be Kayla Dybus. And off the alternate possession, the ball will go over to MLS with 4-16.
Good double team right there by the Lady Spartans, Jeff, on DeLong.
Boy, the ball partially tipped. Nice job that time by the Pinconning area Lady Spartans. They got a body on the MLS team. And so by doing that, they did not allow anybody a clear pass to get to the ball out of bounds. It'll go over to the Spartans. This trip down the floor starts their offensive run.
Yep. They need to get into double figures, Jeff. Get up to that 15 points, go into halftime, regroup, and come out and play some a little bit better ball in the second half. They've done some nice things, though. Their defense is solid. Cardinals are hot. They're filling it up.
You know, they're very few uncontested shots. They're just able to pull them out and make them. As the Pinconning area Lady Spartans taking their time offensively. Going inside, there's a beautiful move to the hole. It's Kayla Dybus with a nice little spin move, a little baby hook off the glass for the deuce. Well, there's Blaine wide open for a three ball. She's going to make more of those than she misses. The loose change, look at that, comes right back down to MLS. Boy, they have just been the team that's found them. And you don't give her a second chance opportunity, Gwiz, because Blaine just lit it up from the top of the key.
That was a nice looking shot. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Jeff, didn't MLS go to the state finals last year?
At least the semis,
I thought
yes.
it was either the semis or the state finals, but they had a nice little run. They got beat, but they had a nice little run.
Well, they have got that combination of size and speed and athleticism that you need to get to there. And at 11-7, I would venture to say they started off fairly slow, but they're hitting on all cylinders right now, just like they did last year. They got hot at the right time of the year.
Yeah, they played very well down in that state tournament run, Jeff. That Pembroke's first personal foul, team foul number 4 for the Lady Cardinals. Out of bounds underneath for the Spartans. Taken out will be number 3, Lauren Lowers.
As they try and go inside, Lowers with a nice spin move and had a great opportunity at the hole again. Used that expensive piece of glass that was there. Just could not get it to drop. Again, shot selection has not been lacking. Blaine thought about letting it go from up top. Just got closed up on in a hurry. And there is a great look that time down to number 42, DeLong. Olivia couldn't put it in. One and done. As the rebound comes down, Lowers puts the shot up, can't get it to drop. One and done as the rebound comes down to MLS.
Yeah, that's a good shot, too, Jeff. She was under control, 15 feet. Good transition basket shot.
There is a triple try and basket for Goddard. So MLS, doesn't matter which button they're pushing, Mike. They're all just firing on all cylinders offensively. As Pinconning with $1:40 left in our first half of play, trying to penetrate that MLS defense. Lowers going up. Got this one to go off the glass from the left side. And that is finally the fruits of their labor. A lot of good shots down there. Finally get one to drop.
Nice left hand.
As that shot was missed that time by number 42, DeLong. And the rebound comes down. There might have been a little bit of a hand in the back as she went up to shoot there. It might have thrown that shot off just a little bit, but their coach can't be too upset about a look like that at the basket, whether it goes in or not at the other end. Shot is up and missed, and that's Kowalczyk as she just comes up a little off on that shot. Lighten it up from the top. Shot is missed. Fighting for the loose change. Going back up top, and there's a two-point shot. And we are going to have a foul on the play.
It's going to be against the Cardinals, it looks like, Jeff. Number 42, Olivia DeLong.
Little contact from behind.
Yep, her second team foul, number 5. Outside official saw that foul from a long ways away, Jeff, so must have been something pretty obvious.
Well, when you're on that backside, that's what you're doing, is playing cleanup over there, and he did exactly, had his eyes glued on the spot on the floor he needed to be, and he saw exactly what he needed to see as that shot goes up by Darcy Mayer, and she's fouled on the play. The Spartans continue to attack the basket offensively.
Yep.
They just haven't been able to finish.
Well, that's what they wanted to do, Jeff. When we were talking to Coach Lauer, that's what they wanted to do, attack the number 40, Megan Blaine, and they've done a nice job of that. They just can't get the ball to fall, and that's been their bugaboo pretty much all year. They get good looks, they just can't put the rock in the well.
You know, the head coach of the MLS lady team is Brian Blaine. That probably is no relation to number 40, Megan Blaine.
Yeah,
I think that would be a huge coincidence if that happened. She's got to be a proud pup, and she's only a junior.
And she's coming back again next year, so she can play. They've always had a quality program out there, Jeff, at MLS.
I would guarantee she plays other than just this basketball season. That AAU trail is such a hot commodity for basketball. It is just a hotbed of hoops. As we're down to the last 10 seconds of the half, and MLS obviously going to be looking for the last shot of the half, trying to make it happen. Wide open, 16-footer, shot off the mark. Not going to be able to get another shot off at the end of our first half of play. Our score is MLS 35 and the Pinconning area Spartans 9. We'll take a break and come back to recap the first half and set the stage for the second half right here on Bay County TV.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance for his new car. In 1947, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson in 1979. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Plum Harris Insurance Agency in Bay City is your local independent auto owners insurance agency. Back here at halftime on Bay County TV, Jeff Doan and Mike Wisdala along with you. As we knew tonight, the Pinconning area Spartans were going to run the ball very efficiently offensively. They just have not been able to find the bottom of the hole.
You know, Jeff, they're getting good shots, they're getting good looks, they're just not going in the well. And then Coach Lauer said that's kind of been what's been going on all year for this team. Good shot selection, just not going down. I think they played decent on both ends of the floor, but the defense for the Michigan Lutheran Seminary Cardinals has been outstanding.
Well, and I think Pinconning defensively really tried to pack it in, and then they started hitting the outside three, so then you're really stuck whether you go out to defend the three and hope you don't give up the deuce or whether you continue to play it.
Well, then you got some kids coming off the bench. Goddard came off the bench and got some points for the Cardinals. So, you know, they're really deep. They've got about 5 or 6 kids with 8 to 10 points on that team. But you know what? No quitting these Spartans, Jeff. They're going to come out and have a better second half. They held them to 14 in the second quarter. That's a good sign for the Lady Spartans.
Well, they'll find positives now. Let's see what they can do in the second half. It'll be coming right at you in just a moment right here on Bay County TV.
Oh, hey, you got one of those insurance apps too? You know how this thing works?
No, sorry. Ben, please.
Wow, you can talk to your app? That's pretty cool.
Not an app, it's my agent.
In this moment,
no, I'm fine, thanks.
It's good to know you have a trusted, independent auto owner's insurance agent who's there when you need them.
Great. Man, I gotta get one of those.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Plum Harris Insurance Agency in Bay City is your local independent auto owners insurance agency. Back as we start the second half of play, 35-9. What an amazing offensive start. Look at Lowers with another.
Man.
That's about the third double rimmer she's been able to toss up here in the first half and the start of the second.
Good play coming out of the halftime, Jeff. Like that play that was drawn up for Lauren to shoot that three coming out of halftime.
As another high shot comes up and fighting for the loose change. It comes down, and there's a nice rebound that time by Lowers as she's going to come down the floor on the controlled break. And again, looking to the wings to see what she can get. Darcy Mayer sends it down in the corner. As they go back to Lowers, Kowalczyk up top. Back to Darcy Mayer. Darcy tries to backstep that. Kowalczyk's going to send that back to number 23, Reski. There's the move Lowers has to make to the hole, and she's fouled on the play. And that will be number 42 with the foul, and Olivia DeLong picks up her number 3, according to super statistician Michael Guazdala.
That's a big foul right there,
Yes.
Jeff. Olivia's had a nice game so far for the Cardinals.
We'll see what Coach Blaine does if he decides to leave her in for a stretch here. I think he can afford to do that up 25. But if this is a closer ball game, I think she's sitting for a good portion of the third.
I would agree with you.
Lowers with another free throw.
Couple good-looking shots right there by Lauren. A little pep in the step by the Lady Spartans here. Coming out with a 2-2-1 three-quarter court trap right there, Jeff, and get the turnover. I like the way they came out of the locker room and did the Lady Spartans, Jeff. Got a little more fire under them.
Well, I'm sure they had an inspiring talk from Coach Lowers.
I'm sure they did.
As they've responded well to start this third. Trying to move the ball around right now. Lauren Lowers up top. As she takes the ball down, boy, the MLS defense has just been stifling here in this game. Wide open for the shot and the miss. On the play was number 10, Kayla Dybus.
I think that foul is going to be on number 40, Megan Blaine, Jeff. That's her second personal team foul, number 2. A little push in the back.
Well, orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Weir is in the house tonight.
Yes. I need to talk to him.
The maestro.
I need to talk to him.
As that ball hits the out-of-bounds line, he works at the home of our pregame sponsor, Covenant Healthcare. He is very, very widely renowned as an expert in his field, no question about it. True pleasure to work with as I work in that physical therapy department, and I see the fruits of his labor all the time. There's a 37-11 as another deuce by the MLS team. And there's another Blaine turnover and turns into a 2-on-1 at the other end. Lowers, all she can do is take away the shooter and hope somebody comes back for the pass, but she got a little bit of arm as she tried to knock that ball away.
Nice job by Lowers getting back there, Jeff. Making the number 24 for the Cardinals, Dana Pembroke, earn it the old-fashioned way. She's going to be shooting 2. Lowers' first personal, team foul number 1 for the Lady Spartans.
Woo, that thing barely rippled the bottom of the hole. You love that technique. I like the way she gets that bend of the knees so she can get up with a flick of the wrist and find Cotton on the delivery. Second free throw attempt is up just a little bit off to the left. Fight for the loose change, and it comes down to Kayla Dybus. Lauren Lowers on the other end, and again, nice angles defensively by MLS. And a nice job going to the hole. The shot up and in by Gabby Reski. Very good court awareness, though, the extra pass for the easy basket.
Yeah, nice defense came across, Jeff. They double teamed, and they got the easy basket. Good look inside by the Lady Spartans.
5:46 left in our third quarter of play, 38-13. MLS on top over the Pinconning area Lady Spartans. The first of our double dip tonight. As Blaine's going to look to take it, free throw extension. All the defense looks right at her again, Mike, and they lose sight of somebody that trickles down the baseline with a kiss off the high glass for the deuce. And a chance to make the three-point play the old-fashioned way at the free throw line.
Kayla Dybus picked up her second personal foul. Jeff, basket was good at the line for the Lady Cardinals, number 12, Reese Van Loo. She misses that free throw. Good hands by the Pinconning Spartans right there, Jeff.
Well, they've seen that play a few times tonight, and they responded very well to making sure they got a hand in the passing lane.
Very nice. Always like to see good, quick hands when you're playing defense.
As they get that ball down into the corner. And MLS not even doubling in the corner, just using great pressure defense. There's the look underneath, and they got the look that they were looking for as Gabby Reski Couldn't get that shot to drop, but again, high percentage quality shot.
And a good post-up move right there, Jeff, and then a good look inside, and she did a nice job sealing off for their defender, got a good look, just couldn't put it down. Spartans 2-2-1, three-quarter court trap.
And they used that early, but boy, they allowed
she
Blaine
walked.
up, and that was not Blaine, but number 42, Olivia DeLong, as she ended up shuffling the Tootsies. I think she was looking to pass, didn't realize she had a clear path to the hole if she'd have just turned and went.
Good solid 2-2-1 three-quarter court trap right there. Nothing not to trap, though, Jeff. I would say just trying to slow the Cardinals down with that press.
Well, you certainly have to beware when that happens, so that you don't allow somebody like Blaine to be able to shoot down the floor. Lauren Lowers with a great look, a little soft shot from 7 feet in the paint. Gets it over the front iron and able to roll through the hole.
Nice cut without the basketball, Jeff, by Lauren Lowers. Get that easy basket.
Pembroke gets that ball down on the wing as they slide it back up top to number 22, Cole. Boy, they move the ball so efficiently offensively. This MLS team is really playing on all cylinders clicking tonight. There's the backside rebound, can't get it to drop. Finally, the rebound comes down to number 25, Hannah Floyd, maybe seeing her first action of the night.
Nice job on post defense down there by number 23, Gabby Reske, Jeff, on DeLong. She really did a nice job with the old X-step defense.
And after you make a shot, the next one is a little bit easier. As Lauren Lowers hits a little 8-footer from the baseline, she's starting to find that mid-range game tonight.
When you start hitting like that, that basket looks like a hula hoop up there, Jeff.
Shoot, the hula hoop. There's another great play on defense as number 10, Kayla Dybus, goes down, anticipates that passing lane, steps into it. The turnover, now the foul by MLS. The ball back to Pinconning. You're starting to see Pinconning into this flow.
The foul's on number 22, Aubrey Cole, Jeff. Her first personal, team foul number 3. I like the way the Penny Spartans are playing on defense, Jeff. They're getting good looks at the basket, and the ball's going in the well. It's a positive all the way around.
Very well officiated game again tonight. The Bay Metro officials letting these girls play as much as they could, cleaning up what they need to, and I love that flow to the game. Here comes Lowers, and you could hear that over here. That was a little cereal snap, crackle, and pop.
A little slap hazard right there. That's Aubrey Cole's second personal. Team foul number 4. Aubrey just picked up 2 quick ones in the last 15 seconds, Jeff. A good rotation. Coach Blaine says those ladies are going to sit into the game. Number 30, Megan Elkhorn for the Cardinals, and number 44, Emily Rothfuss, also for the Cardinals.
As that ball goes out of bounds, it'll go back over to the Pinconning area Lady Spartans. Down by 23 right now, but playing much better ball in the second half.
Yeah, doing some nice things, Jeff. Away from the basketball. They were kind of standing around in the first half. Second half, away from the basketball, they're doing a lot of good cutting.
Well, they only scored 9 the whole first half. They've got 8 points in the first not even 5 minutes of the third quarter. So offensively, shots are starting to drop. Mayer with a nice opportunity there was tipped away, and the ball just couldn't be corralled in as number 23, Gabby Reske, grabbed it as it hit the end line. So that turnover gives the ball back to MLS.
Marty will stay in the 2-2-1, Jeff. Nice job by the Cardinals. Get the ball in the middle, look opposite. Easy way to break the press.
Boy, they are moving it around. Blaine wide open, squares up from the top, tickles the twine on the try. And we are going to have an MLS timeout, and we'll take one as well and be back in a moment here on Bay County TV.
Ow, ow, ouch! My hip, my knee, my joints feel out of whack. Ow, ow, oh my! The pain, I can't take it anymore.
Back here on Bay County TV, Mark Furman just with a little look back this way as he's heading out with the kids. Maybe it's a school night and they're heading home to hit the La-La Land.
Well, I think they were saw Mark Furman at the ISD today, Jeff. He was in a meeting, and always a pleasure to talk to him. What a great dude. He was the AD up here when I was working back when they had that team that went to the semis, and we did that game on WKJC a few years back.
Well, I remember him back from his days at Reese even prior to coming here, as Lauren Lowers from way downtown puts the shot up, can't get it. Defensively, a foul is going to go against Emily Rothfuss, and she is a 5'10 junior.
You know, what I like about that shot, Jeff, even though Lauren missed it, was a reboundable shot. It was a good quality shot, reboundable, and then good position by number 23, Gabby Reske, going up for that rebound.
Reske off on that first attempt. We'll get a second opportunity. Let's see if this one can fare a little bit better. That one is also off the mark. Both of them just a little bit to the left. As here comes Blaine down the floor, and watch out because for a 5'9" girl, she can certainly handle the rock as well. Look at Pembroke going to the hole. Can't get the finish, but a great look. Fight for the loose change. And we are going to have a little slide and a roll for a travel. And that ball will go back over to the MLS.
2:17 to go in the third quarter. 43-17. The Cardinals over the Lady Spartans right here from the beautiful Pinconning Spartan Gymnasium, Jeff. One of the finer gyms you'll see up here in northern Bay County in the area.
It is certainly a treasure. You know, haven't had an opportunity to see the new gymnasium up at Tawas. No. They said that rivals this gym, but I'll tell you, it's got to be pretty special up there to be even close to this facility.
I think they talked when Tawas was building that, Jeff. They were going for their bond, and they got approved up in Tawas. I think they called down to Mike View and talked to him about this facility.
Well, and there's a chance we might have a Mike View sighting later. We might get an opportunity to chat with the head man of the Pinconning Area School District. There's a 19-footer, and that is toe on the line for number 30, Megan Elkhorn. With a last name like Elkhorn, you know she's got to be able to fill it up.
Hairdo. Boy, that young man could shoot in his day.
Oh, yeah, it's the old John Glenn Bobcat back in the 70s.
Ronnie.
There's Lauren Lauer, squares up real nice for a three ball. Very, very nice. Knew the pass was coming, set the feet up, let it fly, hit the bottom of the hole on the three.
Hands are up too, Jeff. She had a nice solid cut, got there quick. Nice job.
How about the return at the other end with Pembroke? Dana with a very nice little 18-footer. Once again, too, saw that she had it coming. We got a double dribble coming down the floor. Another unforced turnover for the Pinconning Area Lady Spartans.
What I liked about Lauren coming in right in front of us, Jeff, she cut really hard to get to the corner. She was ready to shoot the ball before she even got it. Her hands were up, her feet were ready, got a great pass and got a good look. That's a sign of a good shooter, being able to shoot the ball before she gets it.
Kowalczyk back into the ball game for the Pinconning Area Spartans. It looks like they're going to spread it out a little bit and wait for potentially that last shot, as Elkhorn nearly had that ball stolen, and good defense. The ball is stolen. Trying to come back on the other end of the floor, stolen back by Van Loo. And the ball tipped out of bounds with 34.3 ticks left in the third. Will go back over to the MLS Cardinals.
Van Loo's had a nice game tonight, Jeff. She's got 8 points unofficially for the Cardinals.
Pankow into the ball game right now up top. Sets things up and just got rid of that ball before she shuffled the Tootsies. Elkhorn back up top. Blaine's going to get it with 20 seconds left, and she's going to take her time right now and dribble penetrate, but that's the one they were looking for, and that was going to be the layup if they connected on it. But very fortunate that MLS gets the ball back. Pinconning just tipped that ball as it was heading out of bounds.
Good solid screen by number 44, Emily Rothfuss, for the Cardinals, Jeff.
Boy, and I'll tell you, really sealed off the defender, and then a nice little drop step to the hole with a kiss off the glass for a deuce.
Good position. She wanted it, Jeff. She really did.
At the end of our third quarter of play, it's 51-20. As MLS just comes with a big spurt at the end of that third quarter. We'll take a break and be back for the final 8 minutes of the first of our doubleheader right here on Bay County TV.
You don't think it'll happen to you. and you surely don't think it'll happen twice. I've lost 2 homes in my lifetime. First, it was a fire. My agent was right there and helped me rebuild. Then the tornado hit and destroyed everything again. Both times, my independent agent and auto owners took care of me like someone takes care of family.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance.
Plum Harris Insurance Agency in Bay City is your local independent auto owners insurance agency. Stop by our office at 706 South Euclid or give us a call to see how we can help with your home, life, auto, and business insurance needs. All right, back here now for the final 8 minutes here in our fourth quarter. And again, just a moment ago, it was 40-17, Gwiz, and it looked like they were starting to hit on all cylinders.
Well, it was a good third quarter for the Spartans, Jeff. They scored 11 in that quarter, only gave up 16, so they've done some nice things. But that big first quarter by the Michigan Lutheran Seminary Cardinals really is a big difference right now in the ball game.
Ball tipped away. Good post defense that time by the Pinconning Area Lady Spartans. And that ball will be inbounded by number 12, Van Loo. And right away, they know exactly where Blaine is at. They don't want to give her an opportunity to get that ball off the inbounds. But, boy, she squares up at the top. Rotation gets there a split second late, and she does a tremendous job of finishing.
Unofficially 14 points for Blaine for the Cardinals, Jeff.
Trying to move the ball around again. There's that stifling defense as coming down the floor. Foul on the play as Pankow stole the ball and tried to go the distance. Looks like the foul is going to be on Rethke.
That fouls, yeah, you're right, Jeff. Rethke, that's her third personal team foul, number 4 for the Lady Spartans.
Nice box out defensively by number 10, Kayla Dybus, but she just could not wrap the other second hand around the ball. Went off her left hand and out of bounds, back over to MLS. Boy, and there's a wide open, and now she says, I'm going to dribble, penetrate, uses the glass, can't get it to drop. And down the floor comes Laura Lowers on the controlled break for the Pinconning Area Lady Spartans.
Nice cut.
Boy, I'll tell you, the defense collapsed. And we got a foul on the play. And that is going to go against MLS. I believe they're going to get number 30.
Yep, that's Megan Alcorn's first team foul, number 6 for the Lady Cardinals, Jeff.
As they get that ball in. And we got 2 shots. As the Spartans were patient on that inbounds play and got a nice look at the hole and be rewarded with 2 at the line.
Lauren doing a little directing the traffic out of bounds right there, Jeff. Nice job. At the line for the Spartans is number 10. That's Kayla Dybus.
Kayla a little strong on that first presentation. She'll get another opportunity. Nope. Don't get a chance to come in now unless she makes it. Now she gets to come in. So going out of the ball game will be Rothfuss. Coming back into the game will be Laura Schrader. This could be Schrader's first activity of the night.
I think you're exactly right, Jeff. Looking at the scorecard, I got the high scorer for Pinconning is Lauren Lowers with 13 points.
13 of the team's 21. That tells you something.
It's a nice game tonight.
As they move that ball around right now. And there she goes underneath. And I'll tell you what, nice play by Laura Schrader. Laura's got to be very competitive because she's got to practice against these girls every day just to survive. You know she's going to be solid when she hits the floor.
And she's going to make them work a little bit too, Jeff. That's a great point by you. You know,
once in a while
you have them, but that was a great one. You know, you got to remember some of these kids that come off the second and third teams working against that first team. They do a nice job against the first teamers.
All right, they got a 30-second timeout. We'll take a break and be back right after this on BCTV. AAA Transport and Limousine is the Great Lakes Bay region's most reliable and requested service. We provide many types of transportation services, from non-emergency medical, wheelchair accessible, school transport services, and shuttle services. Our company strives to provide exceptional service to our customers. Our services are tailored to each person or company's specific needs. For the last 10 years, we have pushed the mark higher and higher to give the best service possible. Rest assured that you are in safe hands when you ride with AAA Transport and Limousine. Back here on Bay County TV with 6:27 left, 56-21. As the scoreboard tells it all right now, and that big first quarter was the difference in this game so far.
I have to agree with you, Jeff. That really was, that 21-5 was tough, but the Spartans have played very good since then, Jeff.
They get that ball. Mayer with a nice little pull-up from 10 on the baseline. Can't get it to drop. Look at Schrader, man, with the Windex out, cleaning the glass. At the other end of the floor, number 32, Goddard, has an opportunity to get the shot. The loose change finally picked up by the Pinconning area Lady Spartans. Lauren Lowers, you know, she wants to finish. Boy, they had two girls collapse so that would not allow her to the hole. Very good transition defense that time by MLS.
Yep, very good, Jeff, and they knew where Lauren was. That's her spot.
Woo. Gorgeous looking triple again. She wanted to get it down here on the baseline, couldn't get it. Rotated back up top, had just enough space to let it fly and hit the bottom of the hole.
Yeah, she likes that out there, Jeff, on the wing. That's one of the wing and the corner are really two of her favorite spots on the floor.
I think any place where she's in the gym with her shoes laced up is her favorite spot. She's a prolific shooter.
When she walks in the gym, she's really in range.
She's got 16 of her team's 24 points in this ball game right now. Long shot up. It was a good look from the outside, but unable to get that shot to drop. And then back on defense goes the Pinconning area Lady Spartans with 5 minutes left in the first of our doubleheader. Look at Schrader underneath. Had a nice look. Couldn't get it to drop. Rolls off her fingertips and out of bounds back over to Pinconning.
She's had a nice game since she came into the ball game, Jeff. Is Laura Schrader, the senior from MLS. We got some substitutions for the Spartans. Gauthier comes in for the Lady Spartans. Her first action of the evening, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe you are correct on that note as well. You've been correct on most all your thoughts all year long, though, Coach. You just continue to be on a roll.
Oh.
That's why I have you sitting next to me. It makes me look smarter, and I need all the help I can get.
I know there's a compliment in there someplace.
Pinconning Spartans with a nice look to the backside. The shot up and missed by Dybus, but again, great look at the basket. Pinconning forces a turnover. Mayer to Lowers. Lowers pulls up from 18, and she's fouled.
Yeah.
She's going to go to the line for two. You know she doesn't miss the basket by that much on her own.
Boy, Jeff, I'd be remiss in my duties if I didn't have a shout-out to Shirts, Mugs, and More, the official apparel provider for Bay County TV. We specialize in your imagination. 2728 Center Avenue in Essexville, Michigan, right out there by the Kroger, Jeff. And we can't thank Jeff Adalski and the gang at Shirts, Mugs, and More for their continuous support of year number 2 of Bay County TV.
Indeed. Look at the nice stroke at the line for Lowers. It gives her unofficially 18 for the night.
Yeah, 18 points, Jeff, for Lauren Lowers. Did a nice job at the free throw. And a nice job out there, Jeff, on the foul. MLS comes out and fouls the shooter. You know, that's just rule number 1. You don't foul a jump shooter, especially that far out.
You can close on them, but you just got to get a hand in their face and make them work for the shot.
You're absolutely right.
5th team foul against the Pinconning area Lady Spartans. Gauthier gets the foul, her first. Now into the offensive set comes some of the backups for the Michigan Lutheran Seminary team, and a little shuffle of the Tootsies with 3:51 left in the ball game, 58-26. MLS, again, off the strength of that first quarter, just continues to roll in this ball game.
Still staying in that. Oh, nice cut right there, Jeff. Number 23, Gabby Reski. What a great backside cut and a great pass. don't remember who passed it. Dybus. What a great pass and a great cut.
Yes, because you have to be able to recognize that the play is there. Then you got to be able to get the ball there. Then you got to be able to hope they can finish. Uno, dos, tres. They did all three of them tonight.
Coach. Coach.
They get the Mr. Whoopi three-dimensional blackboard out for this one.
Oh, brother.
3 and 20 left in the
cut.
game. There's a nice look at the hole. Unable to finish, but look at him scrapping for the rebound. The putback for the deuce is number 23, Gabby Reski.
Back to back right there for Gabby. Great job.
She's feeling it.
She certainly is.
Answer at the other end by number 20, and that's Maya Pankow. As Maya gets her first deuce of the ball game. Look at Lauren Lowers going strong to the hole, looking for contact that wasn't there. Put it up a little too strong off that expensive piece of glass. It's one and done as the rebound comes down to the MLS Cardinals. Lowers with an ear steal, and she was looking to go coast to coast if she was able to tip that out to herself. 2.5 minutes left in the ball game.
Like the way the young ladies from Pinconning, Jeff, close out on the jump shot or come out on defense. They really are under control, do a nice job, hands high. You can see that they're not coming out to jump. They're coming out to under control, so they try to drive. They have their feet underneath them. That's good coaching.
Well, when you're under control, that's exactly right. That is something that is seriously coached. A little skip pass is intercepted. MLS down the floor. Lowers with a nice job. Get the weak change out of the Aubrey Cole shot. Slapping it out of bounds. It'll be back to MLS.
Yeah, nice job by Lauren going up, Jeff, and not committing the foul. Into the game, number 12. That's Rain Wilson. This is the freshman that's up on the varsity, Jeff.
And again, the future does look bright here. The underclassmen here for Pinconning are really going to be fun to watch in the next couple of years as they continue to mature and turn into team leaders. Lowers with the steal, bringing it down the floor. The ball tipped away into the corner to Rain. Darcy Mayer, nice little baseline look. Couldn't get it to drop. Fight for the loose change, and we're going to have a foul on the play. Kayla Dybus is going to pick up her foul.
That's team foul number 6. That's Dybus's third personal foul. Jeff, we got $1:52 to go here in the ball game. MLS 60 and the Spartans 30. And we got another one coming up right after this.
Boy, you just think back to when it was 40-17 and they were down within striking distance, and just that quick, it's back up to 30. An offensive foul, though, by MLS with $1:43 left in the ball game. I believe they are going to get number 50 on that, Laura Schrader. She was trying to weave out a little room for herself.
Team foul number 9 against the Cardinals, Jeff.
We got a little shoe maintenance going on. And when I do the youth ball games, somebody will have a shoe untied, and I'll get it, and I'll say, all right, well, we got to stop and play. Let's have everybody else look down at their tootsies and make sure we're all tied up. We don't want to stop the game in another 30 seconds for it. Everybody looks down. I got Velcro. Cool. Love Velcro. As Laura Lowers into the offensive set with $1.50 left in our ball game. Nice dribble penetration. Good-looking shot that time by Gauthier. Can't get it to drop, but again, great look at the basket offensively.
I'll be on Gauthier, Jeff, her second personal. Team foul number 7 for the Lady Spartans. Going to the line will be number 50. That will be...
Well, we've got
Laura Schrader.
Our guest in between games just arrived, so it's a beautiful thing to see him in the house. Mr. Michael View here. It's great to see. He's a very visible part of this community up here. As that first shot is up by Schrader. And, of course, she called glass.
Oh, I heard her.
Bank was open.
The banks were open late in Pinconning. Dr. View, we're gonna want to talk to you. You got time for us after?
Yep, he's got senior night first.
Yep. Yes.
The beauty of TV.
Yeah.
As we're coming down the floor, Lauren Lowers with just $1.15 left in the ball game. Shot goes up, and again, the backside rebound that time, and the nice seal out by Elizabeth Waldo. Waldo's got it on the baseline. She's going to have an opportunity to hit the offensive shot. Comes up just a little bit off on that shot. 57 ticks left in the ball game. Out there, almost shuffled those Tootsies. Lauren Lowers puts up a shot. It was right on target, but just an inch long. And the rebound comes down to Schrader. Quickly back down the floor goes Waldo. And as that pass went to go back to Schrader's, Lauren Lowers again was all over that passing lane. There's a beautiful look. And it was going to be a bounce pass back in, hits that end line. And the Pinconning area Lady Spartans with 29 ticks left will have an opportunity for another offensive possession.
Yeah, nice job, Jeff, by Pinconning here in the second half. Just loved the way they came out in the third quarter. Really did a nice job and showed very well for themselves in the second half.
Again, good hands defensively as Aubrey Cole with the tip away gets it to Schrader. Cole gets it back into her hands and down the floor she comes. Moving that ball around. It's with 7 ticks left. Will MLS get the last shot of the ball game, or are they going to just be content to hold it out? That's exactly what they are, and that's all there is.
There isn't anymore.
The final score in our ball game, 61-30. MLS over the Pinconning area Lady Spartans. We'll be back in just a minute to put the wraps on this one here on Bay County TV.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Back here with a post-game show here on Bay County TV. Jeff Doan and Mike Wasdala. First half rough on Pinconning, but we saw a lot of good things from them in the second half.
Yeah, you know, they went toe-to-toe pretty much with that team in the second half, Jeff. They had a very good showing. They came out, you saw in the third quarter, they were just like a totally different team. They did some great things, made some baskets, defense picked up, and really went toe-to-toe with MLS in the second half.
When you look at the things they did in the first half, they had great shot opportunities. It's just those stretches where you go through an offensive drought really will kill you.
Yeah, they couldn't find the bottom of the net, Jeff. But take your hats off to MLS in that 2-3 matchup zone that caused a lot of trouble for the Spartans in the first half. They adjusted in the halftime. They came out and did a much better job.
The Spartan defense really were perplexed in the first half. They wanted to pack in the 2-3. They wanted to keep Blaine away from the basket. She was only 1 for her first 5, but boy, they started draining those triples and really forced the Pinconning defense to stretch.
A couple other players stepped up, Jeff. DeLong did a nice job underneath. Some kids came off the bench for MLS. I thought they had a really good all-around team effort against the Spartans. That's a good basketball team, and Pinconning showed very well. Not so much in the first half, but that second half, they really went with Michigan Lutheran Seminary.
MLS, much like their trademark from last year, very mediocre for 3/4 of the season. But Coach Blaine really knows how to get the most out of these kids down the stretch, and they're firing on all cylinders right now.
They're playing very well, Jeff, and they're getting good contribution from all of them, not just Blaine. She wasn't much of a factor tonight. She got double figures, but everybody else stepped up because the Spartans were watching her very closely.
And as we talked during the ball game, when you have to compete against that first 5 in practice every day, that makes 6 through 10 very effective.
Yeah, and that's very good point that you made during that stretch, Jeff. Those kids that go up against that first team, they're banging on them. They're giving them everything they got. And in practice, there's no referees, so they're going after each other.
It's a lot of fun, but Pinconning continues to improve. The future looks bright for the Spartans.
It really does. I like the way they came out in the second half, and there's a lot of fight in that team, and they're going to get better. And I wouldn't want to play them in the first game in the districts.
Well, that about puts the wraps on the end of our first game. It was another great team effort. I'm Jeff Doan along with Mike Wasdala, Jared and Natalie Doan on the cameras, Nick Page producing and directing. We'll be back in just a moment as the second half of our doubleheader, Pinconning and MLS boys, in just a moment on Bay County TV.